Thank you for being with us. Our top story tonight, negotiators agree talks to avoid a U.S. government default have been productive, but still no deal has been reached over the country's debt ceiling. Our coverage extends from Capitol Hill to the White House, where we begin with White House Correspondent Owen Jensen. Owen?
Tracy, good evening to you. Last night, I directly asked the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, to describe the tone of the conversation that he had with President Biden in the Oval Office. And he basically told me the tone was better than any other time they've had discussions about this matter. Now, the search for a so far elusive deal, however, continues. President Joe Biden hosts House Speaker Kevin McCarthy in the Oval Office Monday. Negotiators have been meeting regularly to try to reach a deal. They need to raise America's debt ceiling before June 1st to avoid government default.
Here's the disagreement. I think we should be looking at tax loopholes and making sure the wealthy pay their fair share. I think revenue matters.
President Biden released a statement after the meeting calling it productive and writing, "We reiterated once again that default is off the table and the only way to move forward is in good faith toward a bipartisan agreement." The Bipartisan Policy Center estimates the government will begin operating with dangerously low levels of reserves shortly after Memorial Day. Adding, once things turn, the situation could deteriorate quickly and be hard to reverse, which would immediately and negatively impact American consumers and businesses. Meanwhile, today in the press briefing room, the White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre tells reporters,
"Everyone understands that the consequences of a first-ever default would be severe for the American people and the American economy."
Also, police arrest a Missouri man they believe intentionally crashed a U-Haul truck into a security barrier near the White House Monday night. A 19-year-old suburban St. Louis resident identified as the suspect. A witness says the driver rammed a barrier at Lafayette Square Park at least twice. No injuries reported. The man facing numerous charges. Now back to the debt ceiling situation. Until it gets resolved, it looks like the president's public schedule will pretty much remain open. Yesterday, it was just a late afternoon meeting with the speaker. Today, just lunch with the vice president. And tomorrow's schedule not yet put out there. This as the clock ticks fast to June 1st, just days away. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.